And hello again. Crap, I moved the camera. Well, it doesn't matter. So I was trying to, get a nice shot with my character and Anor Londo in the background. Now, I think the most obvious point is, looking at it, the most obvious point is, of course, that I've changed armor and I have a katana at the minute. The Uchi, you know what I mean. So, yeah. There is actually a reason for that. And a couple of people who are perhaps, if you're watching this in a playlist and you've come straight from the last episode, you might notice that I've got there's a slight inconsistency with my souls. The reason for that is actually that I've actually done some farming. I farmed up. I got a couple of things. See, mostly I've took both my scimitar and my uchi and my longbow up to +10. I've took Ricard's rapier up to a +6. My Iaito to a +1. My Estoc to a +2. Let me see. I've also, as you can tell, I've now equipped the black leather, and I've also equipped the chloramphy ring. I've also bought some arrows, and I'm also missing one humanity because I had a pretty epic death during it. I mean, long story short, whilst I was going through the bottom, as I was going down Sens to go and see Andre. What the fuck? Okay, yes, yeah. I was going through. What I was doing is I was going through the going down to Andre, and I took the cage right down to the bottom thing, and as per and basically what I was doing is I was running through the swinging blades. And luckily, the man serpent that followed me got knocked off one of them. And as I was coming back, I took a step too far. No, actually, I didn't even take a step too far. What happened was the other man serpent threw lightning at me, stunned me because at the minute I don't have any poise. Then I got caught by one of the swinging pendulums, which I actually bloody hell. And there's controller input delay for you. The hell? Or I'm just plain shit. No, I'm fuck. Okay, no, that better not be. This better not get that. Better not have got damaged. But yeah, I got hit by a lightning bolt, caught in the pendulum, fell down, and then just to take the piss, the man serpent that was... Oh, fucking hell. The man serpent that was already down there from my previous run decided to finish me off. And God, I am doing so bad with this. But yeah, it was an annoying death at the least. And I've just done utter shite. But yeah, I've been farming. I think I killed one of the Titanite demons. Let me see what else. I killed the giant on top of Sens. Yeah, sorry, I had to talk about real life stuff again. Which of course means I've forgotten how I fingered. I think I might have just slightly complained about thinking, oh, and apparently I've used this bonfire. Oh yeah, I was saying I killed the giant on top of Sens as well. Okay, that's what she's got to say.
Well, you are a rare visitor.
Just for the fun of it.
City of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, Exit here
Okay.
and head straight yonder. If you are the
Just
chosen one,
thingy.
a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
Oh yeah, she hasn't got much to say. Reinforce Estus Flask. Can I do that? I'm trying to remember. No, because apparently I don't have any Firekeeper's souls. Oh yeah, that was right, because I ran out of arrows when I was in Blight Town and I didn't want to say hello to the dogs up close and personal. But yeah, I also mildly complained about my controller, because I had a bit of controller lag there. I'm not entirely sure, but it my controller annoyingly got dropped earlier. Let's see how much damage we can do like this. Not enough is my guess. Yeah, that was just a shit roll. Now these giants are actually fairly annoying in my opinion. It's mostly because of their shield. Because you probably might know, but basically, long story short, is any attack that actually even touches their shield is automatically cancelled. It doesn't matter if you hit the actually hit behind the shield or whatever. Oh bloody hell! Yeah, I mean like that for example. But yeah, as I say, it's just a small pet peeve I have, is that even though you clearly hit the giant themselves, now, so as you've probably already noticed, I switched my scimitar from my katana. There are a couple of reasons for this, them giants pretty much being the main one. Because, well, long story short, the giants are actually pretty, they're susceptible to bleed damage. So yeah, I find it easier to kill giants by just, you know, spamming them to death. And you can kill mimics the same way. I want to probably manage my stamina a bit more, because I think it was just about to do that annoying attack where he sweeps down and picks you up and then eats you. And I'm not entirely sure if I have enough HP at the minute to survive that. I have, yeah, 951. That's actually a reasonable amount of HP. What soul level am I? 38. That's not bad actually. We're probably gonna thingy. I'm probably going to no, I'm offline mode. So that was just for a second that I just remembered that I'm human in Anor Londo, and you know, Anor Londo is one of the PvP hotspots, or at least it's one of the invasion hotspots of people invading and being dicks. And here's the gargoyle. There we go. Throwing in an R2 there just to be a bit more variant. So it's been a while since I've actually used the Uchi as a main weapon. So I do for the most part like it. I think that its moveset's a little bit thingy. And obviously the, you know, R1 spam is a little bit well, I'm not going to say it's cheap, but it's certainly easy mode. Although, of course, in PvP, spamming the R1 button is pretty much tantamount to asking for you to be parried. The only question is which one of my Japanese swords am I going to have? oops, am I going to turn into the Chaos Blade? Because I do intend to do that. And thank God for being able to turn the wall recovery off. Because, you know. Okay, so this is probably going to be a general me being kind of ranty episode. That would have probably been a little bit more impressive if I had it timed it correctly, or at the very least if I had had some poise so I didn't get slightly staggered doing it. Let's see what. That's just terrible. That's it. 20 damage. Whoops. Oh shit. Just remembered. I absolutely fucking hate these rafters. Because this usually all gets me killed at least once a playthrough. Although on the plus side, it's also one of the... oh shit. It's also one of the biggest trolling areas you can hope to think of in this. As I have seen multiple people invade around this area and then, sit at one end with a Dragon Slayer Great Bow. That worked out well. And I've actually had people do that to me as well. Now, admittedly, it's not been such an issue for me. There's a few times it's happened. I've been able to, shall we say, get across before they've shot me off. The easiest way, of course, is, if it ever happens, is to get a shield, and basically you want to block when you're on the perpendicular, rafters. Like if you're running forwards, you want to block. You basically want to block and then run while they're having to reload, and then you want to try and roll as they. If you're on one of the horizontal ones, would perpendicular? Yeah, it would be perpendicular to someone, wouldn't it? If you're running towards them in a straight line. So I forgot what my thing is were. Okay, now, question is, when do I want to do the, oops. Got a bit of frame drops there. When do I want to do the, thingy? The painted world. I think we might do the painted world. Crap. Whoa! Yeah, we might do the painted world after we do, after we do an kill ONS and we get the Lord Vessel. Whoa! Okay, that's interesting. That was something I didn't know. Apparently you can get stuck on the tail while it's vanishing. And I've took a bit more damage than I'd have liked there. So yeah, we'll might as well just go all the way down and pop the bonfire down here. I'm not actually really expecting that many problems. Whoa, okay. As far as the actual, well, I say I'm not expecting to have any serious issues getting to the bridge. Once I'm actually on the, you know, actually on the Archer Bridge, it's, you know, I'm usually pretty confident in actually doing it, because I usually, you know, just run up, get in his face, and then parry. Unless, of course, he wants to, the Silver Knight wants to be an utter twat and just sit there and spam, you know, spam his great bow shots. That's not going to be that much of an issue. Or at least I hope it isn't. Of course, things can go wrong. Question is, will I be able to parry him? I mean, especially at the minute while I'm running no poise, because obviously the main, well, not so obvious, I guess. The main reason I'm not running poise is because the giant halberds, or you know, they have quite a lot of knockdown. So it's not worth using the Wolf Ring, you know, if you're gonna, if they can knock you over anyway. Now, I don't want to actually bother with these two, so I'm just gonna run straight past him and come and hide in this corner and wait for him to disappear. And now, as I was saying earlier, this is probably, my commentary is probably going to be sort of ranty, and I'm probably going to talk about more what I'm doing on screen this today, because there's not really much to talk about for the most part, or at least I can't think of anything to, you know, really discuss. Ah, damn. Let's see if I can make this shot. Should be about right. There we go. And there we go. But yeah, as I say, I haven't got major amounts to talk about. Mostly because I don't think anything's major's happened. And of course, if I'm not careful here, I'm just going to wreck my katana. Say, things I could talk about. I mean, I spent most of the week, I reinstalled Fallout 3 over the weekend and spent... You are fucking joking. I hate them fucking archers. Seriously. So I get all that way and nothing without any issues, and I'm set to be fine, and then an archer fucking shoots me through the side that he's not supposed to be able to, and knocks me over through a wall. Okay, that's... yeah, again, this is pretty much the reason I hate this area. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Say I installed Fallout 3 over the weekend. That was, you know... I spent pretty much all weekend installing it and getting, setting up my mods. Because, just like Skyrim and, Fallout New Vegas, yeah, I have them on PC, so... there's no reason at all not to mod them, because there's some pretty good mods on there. Let me see, I believe... so, where is it? I believe, see... yeah, I followed the modding tutorial from Gopher's channel. mean, I already know the basics. Well, I know a little bit more than basics of modding. I know a reasonable amount on the subject, but it's easier just to follow a tutorial for installing them sort of things. So if anyone's got Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas for that matter, and if anyone's got them games on PC, I would very much recommend going and checking out his channel. If I remember if I remember, I might put them in the description of the video, a link to it, so, you know. Now, shall we see if we can get this done again without fucking up this time? See, this guy and this one are pretty easy to deal with. And there we go. And yes, I did just purposely take that hit too. Now let's see if I can get him into. Well, okay, I can get him to suicide. Now, unfortunately, I do not have poison arrows. And here's me standing around waiting for a spear to come flying out of the thing. And I think it's time to spam the roll up here. I really thought that last one had killed him, but apparently not. But yeah, I don't really care, as long as I can get them into doing that. Oh my god, it's amazing. Out of so many tactics on Dark Souls have basically come down to exploiting enemy AI. So I really hope that in Dark Souls 2 they do a good job of it. Because, you know, that would just simply having AI that actually, you know, doesn't act so predictable and actually can actually work out what the fuck it's supposed to do. Be brilliant. Okay, so here we go. Now. Problem is, I'm almost certainly, yeah. The annoying thing here, of course, is that I won't be able to thingy. Is if I die here, I can't go human again. Whoops, there we go. There we go. So that's the easy bit. And that is basically the easiest way to do this. Although admittedly I didn't expect the partial parry. And so there's here. Now, this is the point, by the way, where I wish I had 2 humanity. Annoyingly, I can't remember if there's actually is somewhere to get some humanity in this level. Yeah, there probably is, but I can't remember where the fuck it is.
These days? Smooth summoning out there? Anytime you see my brilliant...
No, mate, I've not been playing online.
Don't hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
Good. You can be my bait.
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
Okay. So let me see. Remember exactly thingy. I need to say normally I take the shortcut down, but I would predict I actually need to I actually need to do you know, more of the level than I normally do. Because well, say normally when I'm here I'm not doing actual playthroughs, or I'm doing not speedruns, but you know, I'm not playing the actual whole level properly. Whoops. Jesus Christ, I am seriously getting fucked with these partial parries. Oops. But yeah, I'm thingy. I might actually have to consider using a small shield. That's gonna be annoying. Especially since I've only got unupgraded shields. Then again, I have the thingy box, I should be able to deal with that. Let me see, we'll just deal with this. Because I don't want any of the Havel armor. Oh, that's not bad actually. Symbol of Avarice. That's not bad for getting that drop over here. I mean, usually you don't get that until you get the Duke's Archive mimics. So I've got some luck. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back. Well, I'm going to run back and get some Estus back. I'm also going to reinforce my target shield by 1. Now the question is, do I have enough equip burden to roll with it? Oh yes. So, let me see, yeah, this is going to be something I'm going to have to get used to again, is the parry timing. So if you don't mind, I'm actually going to do a couple of runs. I also want to quickly double check. I know it's technically a lower, it just shouldn't do as much damage, but let's level up actually while we're here. But I'm just curious on whether the thingy, because thrusting damage actually has a small amount of arm penetration. Sorry, this is me trying to learn how to reparry. Apparently I'm not doing too well at it. But yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely not so good, but still notice, what is that? That's 174, 280. Notice we still get significant, well, we get still quite pretty good damage from the riposte against them guys, regardless of the much lower damage. And much of that is down to the simple fact that, as I say, it does, you know, there we go. Let's say it. Sorry about. Not sorry about that. What am I saying? Yeah. I need. whenever I go from, well, bare fist parrying to trying to use the target shield, I do usually need some readjustment time. Silver coin, that'll be useful when we get to thingy. So, because of course, the parrying windows are different. So yeah, I have to, you know, completely relearn how to parry from scratch again. But once I've roughly remembered how to do it, it's something that just starts to work again. Opens from the other side. I believe this is the way we need to go. And just in case anyone doesn't know the shortcut, I will actually be doing the shortcut as well later. Whoa, shite. What the hell? Ah, you fucker! Goodbye. Yeah. Yes, it's pretty obvious, but I completely forgot that he was in there. And of course, I managed to roll myself into a corner. And now I just got him during his invincibility frames when he's getting up. That's a weapon I'd like to pick up as well. The Silver Knight's sword. Silver Knight sword's actually one of my preferred. Oh fucking hell! It's actually one of my favourite low-level dex weapons because it has reasonable damage output at, you know, at its minimum requirements. And yes, I am definitely going to backstab you. And I rolled a little bit too far. And I am taking a lot more damage than I really should be. So, let me see. Is Sigmar here? Of course he is.
Whatever can be done.
Ah, you bugger. Let me see.
Were you repelled by the Silver Knights? Oh, don't be ashamed. 'Tis the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together.
Yeah,
This is quite
on the flip side, any people who really want a stupidly hard challenge in Dark Souls 2, I think they might have it right up your street. Because I've seen the new stats for the Depraved. Long story short, it's a soul level 1. Oh shit, it's a soul level 1, and you start with all 6s in all stats. Oh, you little fucker. That's interesting. But yeah. You start with level 6 in all stats. Let me see. And I believe by the looks of it, you literally start with no equipment at all. So you get to start, you know, run the whole start of the game without a weapon or anything. Now what's he gonna do? Is he gonna humour me? Yes, he is. And that's what I get for trying to be cocky. So, let me see. I should at least open that door, shouldn't I? I don't see why I need to, though. And we are currently on about 30 minutes. So, let me think. Say I'm being rambly today. On the flip side, I'm not entirely sure what starting class I'm gonna what class I'm gonna start as for Dark Souls 2. You know, remember I was saying that I would like to do an agility-based strength build, but apparently for some reason they might be scrapping both agility and resistance and instead wrapping them up into a single stat, which I actually think is quite disappointing. For, well, several reasons. I mean, first and foremost, being that I truly believe they actually, how should we say, it takes away from the character development and gameplay stuff, if that makes any sense. You know, because we have less stats, we have less variety of potential builds. And I think the next 2 points I'm going to have to put into strength. Because of course, soon we're going to be able to get to the giant blacksmith, and along with that it means I'll be able to make the thingy. Now as for that shortcut that I was talking about, it would have been right there if this twat wasn't stood in the way. So basically all you do is you take a nice run up and you jump over this banister like that, and then you can run straight down there. Say, it's fairly well known, and I'm sure at least some people watching this, if not most, already know about it. Well, or at least I'd like to think so. I've definitely encountered a fair few people who don't know about it. Because I remember when I was invading once, I ran into a gang squad that was hanging around here, and I used the shortcuts jumps that you just seen to get behind them, and then I just kind of like stabbed them all in the back. So it's it's what happens when they separate up. One person got left was a bit slower, he got left behind, so say I followed them up, stabbed him in the back, killed him. And then I've continued to follow them. Stabbed the other guy in the back, stabbed the second phantom in the back, and by the time the host realised that his phantoms were dying, don't have a clue how it took him so long. His other phantom was pretty much dead, and he couldn't stop me killing his phantom before and then I killed the host. Now, admittedly, there's a good chance they'll probably, actually just trying to team up to 3v1 the boss, but there you go. That's just how invasions go. And just like many people, yeah, I can be a dick sometimes on this game. Now, let me see. Normally, we would probably go out here and get the Dragon Slayer Great Bow. I have no real interest in it this playthrough because I'm not going to be able to use it. And it's just generally not worth. Let's say I'm not going to use it for the actual playthrough, and I'm not going to be trolling with this character, so there's no reason to get it. First we'll grab this, because this I do want. And apparently we're going to just like jump through everyone's armor and shit. Oh, I could thingy, but I don't want to do that. Lightning, no, thank you. No, what I'm going to do actually is, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to probably sacrifice the Iaito. So I need, what is it? I believe it's 8 shards. We'll get 6 for now, and I'll get him to reinforce. And I'll probably reinforce my target shield a bit as well while I'm here. I need 2 more. But yeah, I think I'm going to sacrifice my Iaito to get the Chaos Blade, because I do like the Chaos Blade. The moveset isn't the most practical moveset that exists. What can I get for that? I need a couple of Titanite shards there. And yes, I am arguably just wasting souls here at the minute. Let's say it's the Chaos Blade. It's not the most practical. Well, it's not the most practical R2s. They are deeply satisfying though when you actually do land them in PvP, especially that two-handed R2, because it bloody pancakes people. Which is something that you know, something that those sort of weapons don't normally do. Now I have, of course, cleared the area down here, so I can summon Night Solaire. Now, as you notice, I did cheese all of these enemies, and there's a relative reason for that. Most specifically is I just fucking hate these, you know, these sentinels, because 9 times out of 10 they end up just spamming Wrath of Gods. Now the question is, do I really want to keep my thingy? Because my target shield's not that good for this fight. In fact, I definitely don't. I'm gonna keep this. And I'm going to pull it in my offhand. Because, well, I don't thingy. Now, let me see. I'm going to probably try and kill Vatas first. Because, while technically speaking, I believe he's, you know, well, most people find him easier in the second form. I want the Leo ring. And secondly is, I actually don't find Super Orenstein that hard. I mean, when he's, you know, super big, you really can just spam roll through his legs, and I just realised I forgot to equip my... No, I didn't. There we go. Okay, let's move. There's Orenstein's already, you know, like super aggro on me for some reason. And that's not the way you want to roll for that. Oops. Oh shit. This doesn't look like this boss fight's going to go too well at this rate. Now, luckily, I think... yeah, we've nearly got Smoke. There we go, bleed. There we go. Now, this is hopefully where it gets a little bit, you know, easier. Because we only got one idiot to deal with. And it's a 2v1 at the minute, although, let's be honest, Solaire's probably not going to survive very long. Speaking of Solaire, I mean, we're reasonably keeping him, you know, on track to actually being in now. We have to be careful here. Now, rule number one with this boss fight is actually just to, you know, always keep really close to him. I mean, you know, the hell? Unless, of course, you need to heal up and then you just kind of step back a little bit. But yeah. So, because most of his moves are, you know, other than that one, that's the only thing that's really dangerous. When he's, oh shit, unless he fucking does that. This is actually, I think, getting, thingy. Oh my god. Oh shite. What the hell? He keeps bloody stunning me by walking into me. Now if you're going to heal, because I'm sure most of you know that if you want to heal, you want to probably hide behind one of the pillars. If you're going to heal like that, the thing you need to be aware of with when he's, you know, this big is you need a little bit more space from the actually hiding behind the pillars. And there we go. As I said, Super Orenstein, in my opinion, is much easier than Super Smoke. Very much the reason behind that is to do with the fact that, as you can see, when he stood there, you can actually stand between his legs. Whereas with Smoke, he's always got that giant-ass hammer that he's, you know, he's either swinging around or thingy. Plus, he's so fat, you can't actually stand underneath him. So yeah, that's basically insane. I personally find Orenstein much easier. And as I say, as long as you keep, you know, moving towards him and keep rolling towards him and all that sort of shite, he really just can't hit you because that spear has such, you know, I mean, it's a spear. It's a long, straight, pointy thing that he swings around in like a semicircle. Well, semicircle, circle, it doesn't matter. But it's a big, giant thing that he swings around in a circle, and it's more of a cone hitting thing, where everything within that cone is just safe from the hits. Whereas Smoggy's just got that big hammer and he swings it, and everything right next to him just gets hit. So let me see. purchase item. We want to buy a couple of these. Reinforced weapon. So yeah. Now I'm guessing for the most part. Okay, I have plus 10 Ricard's rapier. Now let me see. I'm gonna dump a couple of points into strength when we get to the bonfire. On the flip side, also plus side, I have the Leer ring now, which is it's a good ring. It really is. Yeah, small pity it doesn't actually work very well with Orenstein's spear, because yet again the Dragon Slayer spear does split damage, as you know anyone will tell you, and the Leer ring only works on physical damage. So yeah, it's kind of contradictory. The fact that Orenstein's ring and Orenstein's spear are a pretty shit combination. Whereas, say for example, one of my favourite weapons, the halberd, fucking, it is just a wrecking house if you get them Leo counters on a plus 15, 40, 40 halberd. I mean, I remembered one-shotting some guy with like 1,000, I think I hit him I think I hit him for about, was it 1,400 or something, and it just straight out insta-killed him, and this was like a 120 build. Now, yet again, just like, as you can probably imagine, it was, say it was a typical buff spammer. So yeah, that's very much probably the reason for it. Because of course, you know, if you're making if you want to go like something like 50 and 40 for your, you know, to get your damage out, you have to make sacrifices somewhere, and some people stupidly enough decide they're going to make that sacrifice in vitality. But yeah, say Leer ring, definitely a good ring.
And beseech thee, succeed, Lord Queen, and inheriteth the fire of our world.
Is it me, or is that rather dark?
Twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
I mean, you can barely see her tits, which is saying something, to be honest. No, we don't want to join the Princess Guard. So, random question is, do I want to turn it into night thingy? We're approaching an hour, so yeah, I'm probably going to run back and make my pushing my making my EI top thingy. But yeah, I think overall, I think we might just, you know, gang Gwendolyn and not Gwendolyn, Gwenadier, and then kill Gwendolyn just for the lulz. That, and he's not a particularly difficult boss. I mean, he's certainly much easier than some people think. Ah, that's what I should do actually. Brilliant plan. Let's quickly jump back to Firelink. That's going to trigger the Frampt event anyway, which, you know, Frampt's going to be all chosen undead shit, and then I'll be able to get him to break shit down and eat things that I don't want. And since I have all of that stuff, like rubbish isn't worth anything, but them coins are worth a bit. So yeah, that'll get me some thingies, and I should be able to make the Chaos Blade.
Heavens, you have done it. You have retrieved the Lord Vessel. After 1,000 years, it is you. It is really you.
So that's... So apparently it's been 1,000 years since... I don't think it's been from the first flame, but from when... Gwyn first,
Really
like,
should calm
whatever,
down.
you know, lit the
Now,
fires,
let us take that vessel on
whatever
the
you want to
journey.
call it.
I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
And he's going to deep throat us. Which has got to be the single most unpleasant method of travel you can think of. So after this, let me see, immediate plans after this. First and foremost, I can probably upgrade my Chaos Blade a couple of times, but one of the things I want to do, say probably the first thing we'll be doing next episode is probably doing some, if not all, of New Londo.
This is the Firelink Chamber for the successor of Lord.
I may we might do more than that because I'm likely to, shall we say, skip some of thingy. New Londo isn't my favourite level, shall we say, and walking into a building full of ghosts, not my idea of a good time. So let me see, we're gonna probably do some thingies. So we're probably gonna go and sell my coins, quickly walk back by the thingy, make the Chaos Blade, and I think that'll be the end of the episode. Most likely.
Very well. As king, to achieve your fate, commensurate to the great soul of scarce few possess such brilliant. Grave Lord Nito, the 4 kings of New Londo, and all of their souls are required.
Yeah, I should probably actually,
Are you
since I'm
ready?
not talking,
Then
I should probably actually let you listen to all that, but too late now. Let me see. On the plus side, in a couple of hours from this recording, one of my other videos should be going live because it's uploading, which by the way is annoying as hell. My upload speed's been pretty atrocious lately. It might be due to the fact that other members of my family have managed to get Netflix, and so they've been,
I am
doing a lot of
pleased to see you
streaming.
well. Is it something urgent?
Yes, I want to give you shit. Feed item. Oh, that's something I'm looking forward to in Dark Souls 2 as well. Is the ability to actually give everything of a single item. Oh, bloody hell, I think it. Because, by God, it's so bloody annoying giving the fair lady, yeah, let's give him a pendant. You know what I mean? It's annoying as hell giving the fair lady 30 humanities one at a time. And I know that you all know this. It's even more annoying if you're trying to get Dark Moon Blade plus 3. And you have to sit there and do it. Thingy. Let me see what shit I don't want. Yeah, short sword. I know this is like minimum souls, but it'll clear up my inventory a bit. And of course you've got the oh, I've always wondered why crystal weapons just aren't worth anything. Keep the crossbows just for fun.
Farewell.
Okay, so back to thingy. Yeah, back to Anor Londo. Oh crap! I'm gonna actually warp to Chamber of the Princess. We will probably thingy. Let's say, so next thing I'm probably going to rush through probably the first part of New Londo, then we might finish New Londo. Short, it won't be long. I screwed that up. It won't be long from New Londo to we'll probably do the Painted World shortly after that as well. And now I get to kill this prick the annoying way. And of course, yeah. And of course that hit does absolutely no damage at all because I was unlucky enough to touch the shield. Oh, and another reason I just absolutely hate them guys. Oh, okay, Titanite chunk. That's a reason to like them a little bit. But no, the other reason I absolutely hate those guys is because they spam the heal, And of course you can't parry properly on the stairs. So this area is a little bit annoying in general. So we have to run and run a bit more. Then we have to buy some large Titanite shards. Then I'm going to probably have to walk back to the parish. Then I'm going to have to walk back to here. Do all that again. Yeah, let's just thingy. Maybe I should just... no, I'm just gonna warp. Do some warping around. I should have probably done this off camera, it really would have been a smart idea. Especially since this is going to be a little bit longer than I would have liked. Warp to Undead Parish. See, I like the fact that they actually did put a warp location in the Undead Parish and one in the depths and that sort of thing. Something they say, apparently they've learned that people don't like backtracking too much on these sort of games. And that was something you had to do quite a bit. Oh well, pre 1.6 of course. Apparently though they've gone overboard with it on Dark Souls 2, so that you can walk between pretty much every bonfire in the game. Not something I'm so, thrilled about. Okay, now I want modify weapon. AI into plus thingy, reinforce. And then of course this is the point of the aim. Nope, that's perfect.
Don't get yourself.
I can get rid of that now as well. So I just don't like using the shield in general for these games. Sometimes it's necessary though. Can't remember what I got it for though. Oh yeah, I got it to I originally equipped one to thingy to parry with, and then I got one to what's the word? To in case I needed it in the ONS fight, which I didn't. Which turned out to be rather a waste. Okay. There we go. Managed to do the, technically it's a glitch, but, you know, no one's gonna complain. It's just a, technically it's a small animation glitch. Whereby if you switch weapons as you fall and then you use the roll button or something, you cancel the thingy, and there we go. And there's the bleed. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sure FromSoft decided to do that purely out of spite and to troll us. I mean, why else would you make a bow that actually knocks people flying like that? I mean, it's nearly as bad as the Storm Troller. So, here we go. This should be approaching the final I'm not going to say final seconds, but the final minutes. This is going to... Hopefully he's going to let me make it.
Hello, Ford.
Okay, modify equipment, yeah. Nope, here we go. Chaos Blade. Bye bye, Iaito. And I don't have enough Demon Titanite to do it. So I guess I'm going to say goodbye here for now, and well, apparently I'm looking skyward. Okay, see ya.